This is Team Trades once again. Talking about gold. Today is 7th of June 2026. So gold on the M1 chart is going to open bearish because of this high that the market last created. You see this bearish candle, the last bearish candle that created that high. That candle closed bearish, but it had created that high. If you see it, it had created that high, and that high broke the previous high here. So that breaking that high, when this candle broke that high, it created a divergence on the TDI down here. TDI down here, if you can see. So this on the TDI, this peak, and on my crosshair, that peak, then when it went higher on the TDI, instead it went lower. So there is that divergence. So the market will open bearish on the M1 chart. So those of you who want to get quick gains in a short time, you'll have to open bearish. So the market will go down to at least this low here, to at least to the mile at 43.25,976. But it can also go, there's a very high potential that it will also reach 43.21, sorry, 43.21, 12.121. Then after then it may go bullish again, but there's also the possibility of it coming up to down this side, up to 43.12, 43.12.414. So those of you who will be awake when the market opens, today is a Sunday, that's what I'm talking of. Those who will be awake when the market opens, be ready for the bearish trades before we go bullish. Going to the M5 chart. Going to the M5 chart. The M5 chart. Yeah, right now it shows it's bullish, but because of the M1 chart that I showed you, if you realize it did some rejection when it reached the 50 EMA. There are rejections there, so which means it will first go bearish a bit if it's to continue going bullish, of which, if you look at the TDI, the baseline is still below the 50 mark here. The baseline, you look at my crosshair is this one here. So the crosshair is the baseline, which is this yellow line, so which the crosshair is following, is still below the 50, which means we're still in a bearish sentiment. So we still have the bearish. We're still bearish on M5, and when we go to M15, the market will actually eventually go bullish. It will eventually go bullish, because if you realize, even the TDI is changing, showing that whereas price is still going bearish, showing that we're going to change into bullish. So the sales may be short-lived, then we switch into bullish, as the M15 is showing. M15 is showing that we're changing into bullish. Remember also the M5 showed that we started the bullish move. Showed that we've started the bullish, but it's only that there are still some sells that the market will open with. The market will open with sells. The market will open with sells, but we shall eventually go bullish. Just like you see this, this is my 5 and 13. 5 EMA is the red one, and the 13 is, sorry, the 5 is the white one. 5 EMA is the white one, and the red one is the 13. So you see the crossing also shows preparing for bullish moves. It's only that it has met this 50 EMA. There's going to be some rejection, which is going to create those sells as the market opens. But eventually we're going to go bullish, as the M15 is pointing out. And then we see M30. That's the 30-minute time frame. 30 minutes also shows that we're going bullish. So the sales will really be short-lived, most likely. But then the baseline still below 50, the 50 mark. So still the bullish moves may also be short-lived. Then we'll still go back to the bearish ones. I think that's it. Yeah, you can go on to H1. H1 is also preparing for the bulls. Yeah, but it's preparing for the bulls, but it hasn't yet confirmed. So we're still having some bears. I think big, not too big enough. You see that all the time frames are actually still bearish. So that means also the bulls will be short-lived. Means the bulls will be short-lived. The bulls will be short-lived. So first going bearish, then bearish for a short while, then bullish for a while, then we'll come back to bearish, because the general trend is actually still bearish. Even when you go to day one, it's still bearish. The baseline here is still under the 50. Still under the 50. We are still bearish. We're going to have open with bearish, then bullish, then go back to the bearish. So that's how the market will start. That's how the market will start, at least. That will be the sequence. Bearish, bullish, bearish. So I hope you'll have a good market open and enjoy the profits. Maybe you'll share with me in the comments. Just let me know how you got the profits, if you got the profits in the comments. That will be on Monday. Is going to be the 8th of June 2026, which is tomorrow or tonight, because right now it's 7:31 where I am. 7:31, which is 19:31, 7:31 p.m. So a few hours from now, the